Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 39. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the ball? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
A handoff left to Elliott. Shreds the tackle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square. And then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Prescott off play action. On the move to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Prescott to throw on 4th. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Yeah, this defense rallies and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And Gotw's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. First down, Prescott. Rolling to his right. That one complete to Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Bulldozes past him. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. The give is to Elliott. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and a yard, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
The Giants needed and went out and got a bona fide #1 receiver in Kenny Golladay from Detroit, where he spent 4 seasons and twice went over 1,000 yards. He'll really help the young quarterback, Daniel Jones.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run the jet sweep now for Tony. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Sheds off the tackle, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And Zuerlein's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what
you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. That's caught by Golladay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They go play action here on 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's to Golladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Gano for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is Tony Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Play action now. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. They set up the screen to Elliott. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down throw for Prescott. Out to his left. And that's Elliott, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At their home 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here we go. 10th carry now for Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter. And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down. Now Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well. And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Throwing, Jones. Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
24-24.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now Pollard. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, some strong running. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll run with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11.
Kill. 47. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Prescott now. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards. And
he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. They will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. We'll kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Jones got some room at the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Kyle Rudolph. second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams are all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And some space here. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Zerline connects on the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Jones. Into the hands of Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Powerful running. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Listen, the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Throwing here, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary.